Tonight, new video shows the dramatic ending after Houston police say a man carjacked a woman and dragged her 4 to 5 blocks after he drove off.
I went outside and I seen everybody. I seen their faces, I seen their reactions, and I knew it was bad.
Elkin Rodriguez shared the surveillance video with us from his tire shop next door. He says he was there at the time.
When I seen the smoke, I realized there was a car accident. I hear people screaming.
Investigators say the suspect stole a cell phone from an auto parts store and was chased by employees. Police say the man ran across the street to a church where he jumped into a woman's vehicle. Officers tell us the suspect tried to push the woman out, but she had her seatbelt on. The suspect took off as the woman was trying to get out, hitting 6 to 7 vehicles before ending up here on Uvalde Road. The woman died.
She was trying to exit the vehicle but couldn't because of her seatbelt.
Police say the suspect took off, but officers were able to find him with the help of witnesses and take him into custody. People here trying to make sense of everything that happened, which left a woman dead.
I feel really, really bad for the family. My condolences to the family. And that's horrible.
Chris found stabbed to death on Saturday. Police have found his vehicle, the one they say the suspect drove away from the crime scene. As Fox San Antonio's Robin O'Guinye shows us, his family still awaits answers. They say all they want is for Chris to be remembered as a good person.
Chris Olivarez' sister Lori is still in shock. She says she just can't shake the feeling she had when police told her Chris was killed.
My brother called me and told me that detectives wanted to talk to us. I knew, and I couldn't even think. I was shaking.
The family says tonight's vigil was just a way for them to remember the type of person he was. A giver, happy-go-lucky, and although he didn't have kids of his own, he loved his nephew. You can see he posted a picture of the two of them right here in our studio years ago. His death is personal for so many.
It just hurts knowing that I'll never have that or never see him again. Or hear his voice tell me, I love you, cuz. Because it was always cuz. We never called each other by our names. It was cuz.
Now police tell us they have found Chris's car. What's pictured is not the actual car being processed in evidence right now. It's just a model of the 2014 4-door white Lexus IS. His family is hoping someone who may have seen it in the past few days will come forward.
He didn't deserve this at all. He's just the sweetest person.
The balloons, the pictures, the candles are just a representation of the love his family and friends have for him. There's no bringing him back, but this is the least he deserved.
All we want is just to honor him in that. It was not a way for him to go. It was too soon. And we're all taking it hard.
This is a national projection chart from a research center up in Washington. This purple line right here represents hospital beds needed. Now, right now, we're about here at this point, and as you can see, as we go into the winter, we see us steadily rise up. Now, the reason doctors are concerned about this is because this represents a sustained level of infections and hospitalizations. But they say there's one thing that could almost make certain we'd avoid a surge.
I felt relieved. It was really nice getting it, knowing that I can be safer.
About a week and a half ago, 12-year-old Elisa Dennis got her first dose of the COVID-19 vaccine.
I went to get the vaccine on September 18th after 3 days of my birthday.
Elisa says she got the shot to protect others around her, but she also has a much more personal reason. Her grandmother, Maria.
My grandmother died of COVID-19 on January 4th, and she didn't have the chance to get the vaccine like we can now.
So far, more than 4,300 people in San Antonio have died from COVID-19.
Our concern is that factors are aligning that it could be a bad surge with COVID again this winter.
Dr. Robert Leverance is the chief medical officer at UT Health San Antonio. He says more people getting vaccinated is the key to squash any potential for a big winter surge, especially younger age groups.
The 20-year-olds, the 18-year-olds, 16-year-olds, they're the lowest group in terms of vaccination rates.
And now Elisa is counting down the days until she gets her second dose.
I'll get my next one on October 9th. If you love your family, friends, neighbors, that the best way to show your love is to get the vaccine.
Now, there are vaccine clinics scheduled throughout the rest of this week, and we've made it easy for you. We've put all the info up on our website at news4sa.com. Just click on this story right here.
CPS Energy didn't formally announce a rate increase, but told board members it's close to asking for one, meaning it would likely start impacting your bill in the spring.
And I have nobody else to fall on. The responsibility falls on nobody but myself. Lenny,
A small group gathered outside CPS Energy's headquarters protesting the rate increase, disconnections that will resume next month, and the continued use of coal plants. A few signed up to speak at the board meeting.
As utility bills rise and lower income residents are forced to subsidize the energy costs of heavy using businesses, more households will struggle with utility debt and thus face disconnections.
CPS Energy currently believes the rate increase will be 10%, meaning if your monthly bill is $100, it will go up by $10. If your bill is $150, it will increase by $15.
Our team they're sharpening their pencils, looking for additional funds, trying to see if there's anything that we could do to bring that price down.
CEO Paula Gold-Williams emphasized it would be the first rate increase in 8 years. She said the utility is facing a financial tsunami because many couldn't pay their bills during the pandemic. She also blamed skyrocketing prices for energy during the winter storm and the cost of winterizing equipment. Gold-Williams says CPS Energy is still fighting in court over $1 billion in overcharges from energy suppliers during the storm.